Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, we are live. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am delighted, absolutely delighted, absolutely happy and elated to be with Chef Tarun Panjwani. Chef Tarun Panjwani is an alumni of IHM Aurangabad. Welcome, Chef. Welcome to the studio. Uh,
Thank you. Thank
we
you so
we
much
have
for being.
we have this amazing thing where we are doing an alumni connect, and you are the first amongst our students who are going to be back here to tell us about your journey and maybe advice for every future generation that's going to come. So welcome, God bid you fond welcome.
Thank
And
you.
before we get into speaking about the program, let me introduce Chef Tarun Panjwani. Chef Tarun Panjwani comes with an amazing experience. He's been a chef at Trescent, which has got salutations for being the first Indian restaurant in the world to get 3 Michelin stars.
Yes.
He's been a corporate chef twice over, and now he's an application chef at Pagor Professional. Am I
I got
pronouncing it right?
professional.
Yeah,
Yes.
wonderful. That's a massive journey. Hardcore operations, Michelin star style restaurant, and corporate chef, moving into the corporate space, looking at multiple operations, looking at major growth, and now application chef. Could you tell us a bit of your journey? Could you break it down for us?
I mean, to be very honest, it has been really crazy roller coaster ride. The moment I step out of the college, I'll do it from the beginning. So I got recruitment from the college itself. And I was luckily enough that I found my first ever job closer to the home. And it was
Which one is that? Sorry.
Vana Retreats. Now it is Six Senses Vana in Dehradun. So that was my first ever job, and I was there for almost 2 years. Then I got an opportunity through a friend in Dubai, and then it was a pre-opening restaurant. We did not have any idea, and they were saying they want to do modern Indian, and they want to select few chefs from different colleges and also from different backgrounds. So I gave my interview. Luckily, I got through it. I packed my bags, and the best part was family was really helpful. They were very supportive at this time, and they looked at my salary and there's like, my mom. I remember my words. Like she's like, Tarun, this is too low. How are you going to survive on this? I was like, Mom, let me just go and try. Experience is more better right now. I'm looking at, okay, what will hold, what is going to happen. So let me just go and try it out. And then I took the risk, and then here I am. It's been, I think, 12 and a half years in Dubai, and it has become a second home. I have worked in different variations of the life. I'm in QSR concepts, in caterings, in consultancies, in fine dinings, Michelin star backgrounds, in many pre-openings. I remember at a point of time I was remembering, okay, I am a pre-opening expert because I love doing pre-openings. So I that was my strength. I really loved it. And then ZTV came into the picture. I was looking for better opportunities right after COVID. And then all of a sudden, ZTV, they came in the picture. They contacted me, Tarun, we are looking for somebody who wants to be a TV presenter. You want to do it, but it's not a full time, of course. It's gonna be couple of seasons. You have to do it with us. And I said, okay, let's do it. So the idea is whatever comes on your way, you should grab it because you never know it will take you somewhere. And then these experiences helps you. So that is my mantra in my life. And I feel whatever it is happening, whatever it is coming, it is better for you. Just take it and take the risk. And you will have
Wonderful.
the.
Wonderful. So risk taking. That's a strange thing that you should say risk taking because you have done so many variations of culinary.
Yes.
And usually, when we get young students, they come and tell us, I ask them always, why do you want to become a chef? And they say, because I love to cook. And I always tell them that's the wrong answer. Now,
Yeah.
I could be 100% wrong, or you can elaborate on that and prove me right.
I always say if you love eating food, you should be a chef, because if you don't enjoy eating all type of food, it's not like, no, I don't want to do meats, I want to be a vegetarian, I will not touch that, I will not do that. I come from a holy city of India, Haridwar. There is no non-vegetarian allowed. There is a complete vegetarian. There are some community who only do food without no onion and no garlic. But for me as a person, I always kept very clear in my mind, okay, Tarun, you want to become a chef, you have to be ready for that. And it is very important that, you should enjoy while doing it. It looks very fancy on the social media. It looks very fancy everywhere outside the world, but the person has to understand, okay, yeah, if I want to become a chef, I need to work hard. I should be mentally ready to do it and I should enjoy my work. If it's going stressful, there's no point.
Excellent. So, people always think that being a chef is a very limited task, that you can be only in a hotel or a restaurant. Now, you've been one of the people who has broken that. You've been in corporate setups, you've been in pre opening consultancy. So, can you tell us uh, each experience how they contributed uniquely to your growth, or which one you like the best amongst them?
I will not say what was the best one, because I enjoyed all the phases. I mean, yes, there were so many ups and downs, but I think that makes you strong enough to handle the things at a future stage. But I do remember I was doing pre opening at the age of 24. I got this opportunity and I just grabbed it. And I hired a team of the chefs, and we were doing a concept called street food around the world with Indian cuisine and techniques. So that was the concept. So I'll give you a small example. Sardar's fish and chips. So fish and chips come from Britain, but what we did, we
Yes.
did a Amritsari version of it. So
Right.
when they serve on the plate, it looks like that. Okay, it's a nostalgia on the plate, but it looks like fish and chips. So my
Right.
idea about that was started working on it, and that phase, I would say, that grown me enough, because you started not just working on the menu, but you also training the team. You are developing their mindset to the team that, boss, we used to make fish and chips, okay, but now we have true Indianized version of it. Another interesting thing I remember, there was a Middle East pav bhaji. So the pav bhaji is Mumbai's. You know very well since you come from the same region. And so what we used to do in the pav, we used to add a local Middle Eastern spice called zaatar. So it was zaatar pav,
That-
which works really well. And the bhaji was the traditional bhaji. So that we give the mix of both, and the people, the local Emirati people, when they used to come, they loved it, because they know the zaatar very well and they used to connect it. So they really used to enjoy it. One last another thing, I was driving with my friends in Uttarakhand. Now it's a backstory. I'm driving in the mountains. I'm a mountain lover. I'm a nature lover chef, and we do a lot of treks. So I do remember it was summer. It was raining season, and then we were driving and we stopped because it was raining too much. So on the hills and all the bends, you have this cart where they roast this corn, the
Right.
roasted corn. They give you, they put some lemon and chili on it, and they give you, they have the both the options. So I do remember I was traveling, and then I started enjoying this. And then I realized, Tarun, what if we transform this flavor as a nostalgia on the plate to the guest? I came back to Dubai after my vacation. You will not believe, chef. I turned that into an ice cream, and I served the ice cream inside the shell of a corn itself. And the corn shell itself is burnt enough, so when it arrives on the table, You smell the burning smell of corn shelf. You, the guest, have to open the shelf. There is an ice cream inside, and I've got a lemon with some chili on the side. So you sprinkle that, drizzle that also on that. So it's a savory ice cream, but when you're gonna eat it, you have a roasted corn flavor with lemon and chili. And people used to freak out, what is this, what has happened? So I used to tell the story behind the dish, how it came. And then the chefs in my kitchen, they were also getting this information and the new knowledge, that how we can develop more recipes to it, how we can connect to the guests. So that phase, I would say, literally have grown me enough to understand not just the part of food and beverage, but also your story. What do you want to portray to the guest and on the table?
Wonderful.
Little
So,
of
wonderful. That's a great story. So, people always feel that being a chef means that you don't have any kind of social life or any kind of life at all. I spent 26 years as a chef. I don't believe that at all. I believe you might not be able to do it with your family, but you kind of create a new family when you're in the workspace. What are your takes on it? Have you managed to balance family and work? Have you, or do you still feel that pressure?
No, I totally agree with you. I mean, the family you are working with, that they becomes your family. You create such relationship, you create such friendships, and I'm very grateful for the family I have been, because I have been doing different culinary experiences, and I have met so many people. The people who are over me and people who are working under me, they have been great. They have become a good family, and we are still in touch. So imagine, I've been in touch with so many people. Still now they are back into their countries. Some are in Dubai, some are in India. So yes, of course, your blood relations are always good, but then you always make time for it. You always get some sort of leaves to spend time with your family and friends, but at the work you need to create that atmosphere. I always tell to the young students, even the young chefs also, the people you are working with, they are the people you're going to spend at least 14 hours a day together. So they are your family. Treat them like a family, care them like a family, and tomorrow something happens to you, they will care for you as well. So it works in both ways. And then understand this thing. Don't be like, okay, this is only your work and let it be. No, you need to create that and enjoy it.
Wonderful. So, you've been through the education system. What do
Yes.
you think the education system can do better to have prepared you for your future better?
I believe it is very important. Chef Zubin, this is 2008, 2009, and there was only one culinary institute in India who was doing BA honors in culinary arts, and that is IHM Aurangabad. And still today, somebody today, if asks me that, Tarun, I want to become a chef. Where should I go? I always tell, go to HM Aurangabad, because it shaped you really well, and then it makes you confidence enough to face the world. I'll tell you first very important reason why. I remember from the very first year, the college gave us a theory of 1 week, and another week they put up in the internship next to our college, Vivanta by Taj, which is Aurangabad.
Right.
That was Aurangabad before. So you are in the real world. So I believe education is very important. The theories are very important to understand the basics. But with the right college, if you're getting it done, for example, IHM Aurangabad, I would say don't look anywhere else, go with that, because I can vouch on that. And you will definitely have a better understanding on this as well. And the experiences are no other. I still remember the chef's name who I used to work during my internship days. And those were the best times, because you are studying in college and then you are also working in the real life. You are working as an intern, of course, but you get to see so many things. You understand, you are facing guests, you are facing suppliers during receiving, you are facing all the chefs. So these experiences are very important. And if you have a certain degree in your hand, if you have completed a bachelor's degree, of course it will help you in your career for the future.
Right. So, Thank you for that. We feel our ego has got a massive boost hearing that answer. But I don't know what that clapping applause thing is, but it's happening. So so I just wanted to check with you. Suppose you had to add something more to the curriculum. Suppose you had a chance to change the future of education. What would you add? What would you remove? Um, it's an open answer.
Yeah, for the removal, I'm not really sure, and maybe I'm not eligible enough to tell you what to remove. But to add something, I would say we should add a subject of farming into our curriculum. See, we are the chefs, and especially for the chefs, I would see that okay, they know the ingredients are coming, but we must know the science behind it, uh, and we should also know how to grow this as well. So if there is a possibility to have a separate area inside the college, or maybe a farm located nearby Aurangabad, or maybe outskirts of Aurangabad, where students can go a day and they can spend a day with the farmers to see and understand how the crops are getting grown, and the entire procedure of it opens so much of knowledge, and then it shows on the plate as well. Not just you are into one room and into the different kitchens, but then when you are in the open environment, it helps a lot. So I feel that we should add
Yeah.
something like this in our a farm day, a farm. It's in a curriculum, has to be there from year one.
Just to let you know, 4 months ago, IHM Aurangabad opened its own farm bang opposite the college.
Oh
It's an
wow.
organic farm. We harvested our first crop already. We've grown our own spinach. We've grown our own fenugreek. We've grown our own mint, coriander. We've got cauliflower. We've got
Wow.
papaya. We've also planted beetroots. We've got moringa trees growing now,
Wow.
and but that's a little bit away from us harvesting. We also planted our own avocados, so that's also a little way away from harvesting. But we've also got under controlled circumstances. We're getting thyme, rosemary, sage, oregano, marjoram.
Very
So
nice. Very
yeah,
nice.
and we were trying desperately to grow spices,
Okay.
but besides bay leaf, we're not getting much success. So
Yes.
because we're trying it from the organic perspective, so
Okay.
it's not really. But that's the way forward. We should be hopefully be able to show it to you when you're down in
Yeah,
college.
I'll come.
Okay,
So
wonderful.
students are also spending time. They go
Yeah,
and
it's everything's run by students, and what we are doing is we have a farm to fork concept,
oh
and
wow, yes.
we have an innovation lab now on campus for students to to create their own food concepts, entrepreneurship concepts.
They are
So
super lucky. I mean, I feel like going back to the college again. This
no,
is
you
so
should. And this is an actually an open invitation to all alumni. And
yes.
we are so happy that you have volunteered to be the first one to be on this show. So
Yes.
going forward, how do you think the world of culinary has changed ever since you joined?
It has been changing crazily. Most of the time, chef, I've been in Dubai, in United Arab Emirates. Um, in India as well, the concepts have been growing really fast. The franchises have gone really in, especially in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, of course, because metro cities have been full with all the crazy restaurants and the fine dinings. But then, yes, I feel millets, it was a big game in 2023, 2024. We talk about 2025, 2026. It has been going really well. And what I've noticed is that, yes, a lot of homegrown concepts are getting the hype. So the people who are developing their own things, especially not taking any models which are coming from outside the West world. So made in India, I would say made in Dubai concepts who are growing, doing really well. They are getting the most hype about it, and that is the best because they have a stories to say. They have a stories to sell also. So I think that is going really good, and we are just observing and seeing what is going to happen next.
Okay. So Extreme Burgers, you
Yeah.
were corporate chef there.
Yes.
Tell us about the concept, how it was developed, and how you went about doing it.
So
Yeah.
this was a QSR concept. It was having three branches in Abu Dhabi, the capital of United Arab Emirates, and to Dubai, which is the tourism capital of the country, and then also to Sharjah and Ras Al Khaimah, which is also the other Emirates. So they were like four outlets, and I was a corporate chef, and there were other two brands as well, which I was also handling it. So talking about Extreme Burger, the idea was to have a speakeasy burgers, and mostly it was beef, and a few options of fried chicken as well. But we used to do a lot of different versions of it. So the idea was from American style of burgers, but we used to do a little Emirati touch to it. So we used to add some local. There is a Tabasco size sauce. We call it here. They call it dakus. It's a very table sauce. You find it in every home. It is like a hot sauce. So we used to do sauces with that. We used to do all of that, and then mac and cheese, but with local ingredients, with the local dairy products. So we used to capture the Emirati people. I would say the pricing was too high, and it was our customer base 80-90% was Emiratis because they connect with the brand. And even the owner of this company was an Emirati. She was the
Right.
young ambassador of Expo 2020. So that was a time, and I really learned the game because I enjoyed doing burgers, flipping buns, fried chicken. We used to get the same crispiness of how the KFC do it. So I learned the way of doing a fried chicken. That was a technique I learned during that time. And then we used to replicate in all the branches. We did a lot of R&D on that, and thanks to the owner, she was very very motivated always to do different things. So it helps the chef also for the blender. Okay, yes, the things will go ahead in good direction.
So, because you said it had an Emirati touch and American burgers, did your training at Trescent prepare you for that?
No, it was a completely different line. And Chef Zubin, like I informed earlier also, whatever comes my way, I grab it and I say I have to do it because it helps you. It makes you grow.
Right.
So I never focused, okay, no, I started with Indian cuisine. I do remember when I was in India working with Vana retreats right after the college placement, it was farm to fork and Ayurvedic cuisine. So we used to study about Vata, Pitta, Kapha. And immediately I moved to modern Indian. So you see the variance have happened in my life. Modern Indian, a different subject. So you are learning first traditional Indian food, what you have learned in the college, and then what is going to be the menu. And then you started working how you gonna do it. This was 2016. We started with molecular gastronomy with Indian food. That was the hype during that time. Now it has been out of the park. And then, yes, right after that, this burgers, the QSR concept, I wasn't ready, but then I grabbed it. I was like, no, I have to get it done and I have to understand what is the ergonomics of it. How do I get the best results to the work I am doing it? I learned a lot throughout the way. Then I started putting my ideas because I was managing 100 people under me. They were all
Wow.
working in different kitchens, including the front of the staff, the back of the staff. So it was too much on my plate, and I enjoyed a lot.
Oh, excellent. And then what about Empire Group? What was
Empire
that?
Group, it was in Abu Dhabi. So we opened a breakfast and a pastry cafe. So focus only on the breakfast menu till 4 o'clock in the evening. That is the culture of Abu Dhabi, and then it turns into a pastry cafe. So you do different type of desserts, and we opened one in Abu Dhabi and then a franchisee in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. So the team came over. It was right after COVID, so I was not able to travel to Saudi Arabia due to restrictions. But the team came from Riyadh. Our country was open. The United Arab Emirates was the first country who opened during the COVID. So people can come, but we as residents we are not able to travel outside. There was a lot of restrictions on that. So they used to come and they took the complete training and then opened the franchisee in Riyadh. And when the things got normal, I traveled and I made sure that everything is running successfully. So that was a
Amazing. So,
very short period. Maybe it was 1 year. That's it. And then I moved to Fagor Professional.
so tell us about your role as an application chef.
To be very honest, this is a complete different line because I understood the ergonomics of equipment and how they are being manufactured, what is the science behind it, how it is being developed, how we do R&D. It's a complete different profile. And the moment I got to know something is approaching and I want to, it was a complete different challenge, and I grabbed it because if something comes on your way and you feel that you always trust your instinct. I always say, so if you feel it, go for it. So Fago Professional has become like a family now. I'm happily and proudly endorse the brand everywhere possible. And the best part is now I travel around the world. I visit different kitchens. Imagine you are into Tamil Nadu in a small town, in a small village. You're visiting a factory and they are using your product and you're going to train the chefs. So it's a completely different profile. Very next day, you are in some other part of the earth and you are entering into a fine dining restaurant. They are using your product. So you're going there to train their team. So I need to prepare myself in different zones wherever I'm going. So my part, the application chef, the role is I need to do the training on our equipments for the customers who are going to use it. For example, tomorrow Alcham Aurangabad have Fago Professional. So my job comes in there. The moment installation is done, I have to come there and I have to train the chefs, the students and everything, how to work on these equipment, how it will make your life easier. I remember when I started working, we never used to have enough knowledge on it, even in the real industry as well. So we used to know, okay, yeah, this is this product, this is this product, but how to use it
How to
maximize.
sweat the asset, as they
Yes.
say.
So it was now I'm doing a lot of R&D. I'm making a lot of reports on that. How I can, inform the rest of the team and also to the young generation that you need to learn this as well. Of course, you're learning about your food, ingredients, the lot of science and culture behind it, but then also understand the equipment you are working on it. This is also a very important part in your kitchen. So
Amazing.
this is it. I mean, it's all different zones, but it's a full circle movement, and I'm enjoying it.
Excellent. Excellent. If you had a chance to go back to your younger self, okay, what advice would you give your younger self?
Take more risk.
Take more risk.
Yes, take more risk. Do
Take
not
more
shy
risk than you
away.
already have.
Yes, yes. I may have missed few risk in my life. Sometimes I do regret, but then I would say take more risk. Learn as much as you do, and I remember I used to read books a lot. Now I really don't. I really miss reading books, and then I really want to start again. But then do well, always enjoy what you're doing it. Otherwise, there's no point. You are wasting every day. So I always say enjoy every day, every moment. Whatever you do it with your full heart, and always trust your instinct.
Wonderful. So, you probably have a mentor in the industry, somebody you reach out to, look up to, whatever. Maybe you don't want to share his name or her name, but could you tell us about why this person is your mentor?
Um, there are so many because I always believe the person you're working under, that is going to be a mentor, and that will definitely teach you something. So I always take it in that way. I don't keep, okay, he's the one or she's the one. I'm always open in that mind, and that should be the idea also. So that wherever you go, you are going with your open mind. You're not going with your closed headspace. So you have seen my parameters of my work in different areas, in to get the full experience on that. So what I have learned from every person is there is a different journey. They have their different experiences. They try to tell their experiences so that you can avoid it, you can go through that. And I always feel that, okay, in the end it is your journey. Of course, listen to your elders, listen to your mentors, what are they going to say, because they are saying with all the experiences. But then I always say, you will learn as it goes. So always take the things slowly and understanding, but always be in discipline, because that will make you more focused. Don't be too lazy, because our life is not too lazy. You need to be disciplined enough to do things together, and then take care of your health. It is very important.
Wonderful. Is there any last words of advice that you would like to give our students?
I always say, when I was at their age, what the age they are in right now, I literally had no idea what I'm going to do right after college. But I would say, don't be clueless, don't be confused. Always trust yourself, and then I know you will do well. Just stay focused, and whatever comes your way, just accept it and do it. Because keep patience. I always say you need to have patience. If you will say no, I want to work there, I want to go there, if you really want to go there, you need to work hard for that. If you're not getting that, it's completely fine. Do what you have it, and then work hard for that. And I know if you will really work hard, you will get it. So it is very important, and the patience is the key, which I always keep it in my mind. Okay, you need to keep patience, and you will get it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Chef. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Same here.
It
Thank you
was
so much.
lovely having you. It would be lovelier to have you on campus soon. And
Yes,
from the IHM Aurangabad family, we'd like to thank you for being part of the show. And we look forward to meeting you in person.
definitely. I am thanking you enough, because it's been a great part of this conversation. And while we are talking, I realized there's so many memories, so much insight. When you started asking question, I realized, oh my God, we had done so much, and now you have to pick that here, and then you have to tell what is. Oh, it was a really great conversation.
So,
I really
then
enjoyed.
don't let me stop you. Tell us your favorite memory from college.
I remember going to library. That is the most beautiful place in the entire college.
Don't get me started. That's the place I sit. I prefer sitting in the library. Uh,
Yes.
that's my favorite spot in the entire
I,
college.
I always say, even to the my friends, my batchmates, even to the younger one, if ever you get a chance to go to college, please go visit library, because that is like our candy store and also a meditation hall. You can
Yeah,
do both, and it is the best place. I mean, I still have those visuals, and I have not been right after my graduation. So I'm really keen, and I think the first place I will go, the last top floor, to
yeah.
visit that.
Excellent. Do you have any time that you were caught for doing something naughty on campus or in the hostel?
Maybe in the hostel, we have all done that crazy stuff, of course. But then,
Anything
yes,
extremely crazy?
Not extremely crazy. I was a very decent and disciplined guy in the
Decent
I
and
used
disciplined don't make good chefs, I believe.
but then I don't know. I never used to take such crazy risk in the college because I was too scared with so many things. What if parents get to know? What if faculty gets to know? What if it will impact on my the academic everything? So I was very careful on that term, and I was really focused. But then yes, I'm sure I have done some crazy stuff with the friends, of course, because it always happens in the group. You can't play alone.
Wonderful. Your favorite teacher,
Favorite teacher, Chef Gerard.
Chef Gerard. Yeah.
Yes, I
In
loved
the
his lectures. I loved the way he spoke. I loved the way it was too much. And I do remember in the last year of our college, we have Chef Mohib Faruqi.
right.
And Chef Mohib has really shaped us really well because we were literally stepping out of the college into the real world, and Chef Mohib has really transformed our lives. I'm always grateful. The moment I speak to him, I always tell him thank you for everything. I mean, can't
Wonderful.
thank you enough for. I say to everyone, but then yes, if you talk about college and the faculties, this person was really really good.
Excellent. And your the subject that you hated the most.
Accounts.
Wonderful. But I'm sure in the business you are now, it's come
Yeah.
to great help.
Yes, yes, it does. It does. It is very important. But then there are few subjects which you really love it, which you really hate it. But then you got to do it. It's part of
Yeah.
the curriculum. You have to do it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Chef. Have a
Thank you
lovely
so
day
much.
and look forward to meeting you in person.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Chef Zubin, and regards to everyone in the college.
They're watching right now, so they've got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Have a lovely day, Chef.
Bye bye.